Yo, what's happening?
Hi, how are you?
It's me again. I had to come knocking on your door when you sent me a text to say that Pastor Tinto, right?
Pastor Tinto.
On your episode, you dropped the world's biggest bombshell when you said he was a pastor, and now he's got in touch with you again.
Yes, he has.
For what?
Has. Honestly, he was just saying he's sorry, he messed up, and I don't think it's gonna help right now, him telling me that, but yeah, basically that.
I have a number of questions, Shafika. Tinto still had access to you, unless you blocked his number and he got in touch with you from a different number.
So I blocked him everywhere. I even changed my number, and I don't know where he got my number from.
So I would have understood maybe if he got in touch with you on like Instagram or Facebook or
He's
something.
blogged.
But he's got your number? Your new number?
My new number.
Yo, someone in your circle is a snitch.
Yeah.
Do you have any suspects?
I do have some suspects, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Do. But yeah, he's back. The pastor is back.
Okay, so what does he want exactly? He's obviously saying he's sorry. Did he sound like he was sorry in his messages to you?
I didn't allow him to talk to me, actually. So he ended up going to one of my friends, explaining everything, because the moment he texted me, I blocked him. There's nothing I can talk to him about. He's a married man. And honestly, I didn't want to talk to him. And he kept on sending me messages with different numbers, and I kept on blocking him.
Oh, this guy's got time,
He has, and he's married. He's got a whole wife at home.
So, I really wish I could get into Pastor Tinto's brain. Because what is he hoping getting in touch with you and apologizing will do, apart from make himself feel better about his asshole behavior?
Yeah, I think he's just trying to feel better about the whole situation, because people have been talking. It's not like people weren't talking, because he's a whole pastor. People knew we were dating. So it's like everyone is, wherever he goes, everyone asks him, what happened to you, Ashafrika? What happened to you? And I think it's been something that he just wants to feel better about himself. He wants to feel, because there's one statement that he said, you went quiet on me for 2 months, so I decided to move on.
But you see, he doesn't even recognize the weight of the things that he did to you.
Yeah,
he still expects you to jump up when he says jump. In fact, he expects you to say how high when he says jump. and when you stopped saying how high and you stopped jumping, he even failed to realize that this woman has finally decided to release herself from your chains.
And it took me, I've really worked hard to be where I am. And the moment he texted me, I was like, no, I'm not going to entertain this, because it's just going to confuse me. And I just didn't want to be in that situation. And it's like, he's just pulling me back. Everything that he does is just pulling me back. And it's really annoying.
You see, people like him need to be put in check really quick.
Yeah.
If I was in your shoes, do you know what I'd have done? I would have looked for his wife's number. I would have looked for his mom and his father's numbers. Anybody in his close circles, and sent a screenshot of what he's saying to you.
He's saying, that's true. I should have done that.
Because that is just mad disrespect. You did yourself a favor by closing that door and making sure that it was shut completely.
Yeah.
And for me, but why this could get me charged quite a bit is the fact that he's the man of the cloth. He's a man of God. He's a shepherd. He's a leader. People confide in people like him to find God. Now, how do you find God when somebody is acting in such an ungodly manner?
Yeah. And, people asking me, why did you stay with this person for a very long time? You could have just moved on. You believe he's a man of God, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes when they tell you, because I dated him for a very long time, since
Mm.
I was in my teens,
Yeah,
and
10 years.
him
You see, yeah, you said
10
10 years.
years.
That's a long
Yeah.
time.
And him telling me, certain things, you just end up believing because he's a man of God. And not all men of God are men of God.
Yeah, I mean, I won't get into too many stories, but earlier on in this year, there's a man of God who came out confessing that he had done wrong.
Yeah.
And prior to that, previously last year, I know another man of God who came out saying that they had done wrong, and all of these
Done
things
wrong.
involve women.
Yeah.
I'm always saying to some people who say, "Oh yeah, I think I want to get into the church and be a pastor." I'm like, "Yo, you've got to be sure you want to do this because people view you in a different light. You're as human as I am, and the
Yeah.
challenges that I face, you face. But if I go and I cheat, I'm gonna have a smaller rod whacking my butt than you." Because people put you on a certain level that I can never get onto. People put you on a certain level of
Onto.
holiness that I can
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
reach to. So when
Yeah.
you come down a lot harder than I do.
That, that
This,
is true. That
I'm
is
starting to
true.
think some people get into this pastor business so that they can actually get into women's panties.
Into.
I'm telling you because they have so much authority just by being a man of God.
Yeah, and so many people say, they're human like us. They but I mean, you've chosen to be a pastor. You've chosen to be a leader.
Yes,
You are not. There's certain things that you're not supposed to do
you
because they're
cannot.
looking. There are people who are looking up to you. So it's crazy that they can
Hey,
hide behind that.
nah, Pastor Tinto, man, he needs to be put in his place. Do you know what? Yeah, for me and for the audience listening, because because Twitter was shocked.
Yeah, yeah,
Twitter was like, "Yo, we can't believe this is a man of God." They called it a plot twist. And if he
yeah.
comes with some other angle, Sha, do us all a favor, please, all of us who are engaged and are connected with this nyaya. Tell his wife that look at what your man's is doing.
Your man's is doing.
Yeah, because hopefully that will knock some sense into him. Because remember, in your story, you said he was also involved with somebody's wife once upon a time.
Yeah,
So this guy
yeah,
doesn't know where to draw the line.
yeah. He
He
doesn't.
clearly doesn't. So
And the
so
nerve, the disrespect to text me after everything
I
that has
know.
happened
So if this guy can't draw the line in the sand, we will draw the line for him.
for him.
Sort your shit out, Mfundis. Nah, thanks for giving me that tip. It's something I really needed to hear because I wasn't sure
Yeah,
where things would stand. But you've done well. You've really
thank
shown
you,
him that I've
thank
got
you.
absolutely nothing to do with you. Kudos for that.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to draw the line and
Yeah.
just move on with your life because if you keep on holding on to something,
Hmm.
you just get hurt more and more. And the
Yeah.
best thing is just pick up everything that you're left with and to move.
Well, thanks, Shafika. I really appreciate this
Thank you,
this little
thank
summary.
you.
Yeah, keep us in the loop, man. I'm invested in this story big time. If he comes back, yeah, we are
Oh,
firing shots
and
fired.
one more thing I
Oh,
need to
oh, there's
tell
more.
you this. Pastor Tito actually impregnated another
Lord
girl
have mercy.
who is not his wife, who is not me,
Now,
but she ended up. Sorry.
you're not just adding color to the story. This is true.
Yes, this is true. Like 100% true.
Wow.
Mhm.
Did this happen during the time that you were in the picture? No, no, no. You're obviously out of the picture
I was
at
out
this
of the
point.
picture, but it happened in 2 months. I mean, you can't impregnate. They could have just met each other and
Yeah.
impregnated her. But the thing is, the time when he was going to pay Lobola, that's
Mm.
when they found out that the girl was pregnant.
Bloody hell, man. This guy needs deliverance from himself, eh? And the more that I think about it, I know that there's groups for Alcoholics Anonymous and
Mhm.
people who struggle with things that they're addicted to.
Yeah,
We're making fun of this guy saying that he's a loose cannon, but for all we know, maybe he really does have a sex addiction that he needs help with.
yeah, I, I think so. I think so.
So
I don't
maybe
know
this
what he's dealing
conversation
with.
really needs to be about how can we help Pastor Tinto get the help that he needs to free himself from his
Yeah.
toxic addiction.
Yeah. And I think so many pastors deal with certain things because they're pastors, they can't talk about it.
Yeah.
And it's something that, they need to talk about, how they can get help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Shafika, you keep hitting me with plot twists left, right, and center. I should have called your episode Pastor Tinto, the plot twist. The man keeps pulling magic tricks out of his hat.
That is so funny.
Not even his hat, out of his damn offering plate. He's got something new coming out. One of the only people, some people are busy putting money in. He's taking shit out.
He's taking.
Mad
that is so funny.
Well, thanks, Shafika, man. You rock.
Thank you so much.
All right, catch you later.
Okay.
Bye.